With this video, we will be doing 10 minutes that'll change your perspective forever. And if you want to help this channel and the content that we're making, please help support our merchandise link in the description. And if you didn't hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button. We're trying to get the channel to grow, and the only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into 10 minutes that'll change perspective forever. Let's go. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Got the serious look just like y'all got. That serious, intense look. Because he's trying to find his way. He's trying to figure it out. It's frustrating. I'm trying to listen to God. I got my own flesh and my pulling me here, my own desires.
You got the checkers.
My family, my friends, all these things is distracting me from the truth. And it's difficult to give in.
Right.
Especially when you're young, man.
Yeah.
But if you can go through it, you'll come out like gold. If I can go through the fire.
Right.
They don't want to go through the fire. They want to the lotto and go to Jamaica and the Bahamas and do their own selfish thing. But he said if you wait.
It's like, yo, pressure bust pipes, you feel what I'm saying? And you people that go through the most tragic stuff when they're younger, that actually helps and mold and build them for the future. And a lot of stuff people take for granted, they don't take for granted, and they tend to go a little bit harder because they don't want to go back to the circumstances that they came from. And I think that's dope how you point this out.
Yeah, and just to see somebody speaking with just earnest honesty, just but no reason not to. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting to see people interact.
Yeah, and it's like, from my understanding, he's homeless. Yeah, a homeless preacher. That's why they say don't judge the messenger, just listen to the message. Because he's homeless and probably don't have much going on, but he still could give you good advice and give you a good message.
Right.
So I exalt you, I give you the desire of your heart. But it's difficult to wait because everybody's in a hurry. Technology, it's fast, it's in a hurry. They're angry, they're frustrated, they ain't got time, they're on the cell phone, they want to text message you, y'all in the same car, you gonna text message him, he right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's like my ex, when we used to be together, she used to text me and we'd be in the same house. She'd be in the next room over, and let's say she mad at me, she'll text me and be like, I want you to tell me I'm in the same house with you. You don't have to just text me. You could just walk into the next room.
And just, on your mind.
Yeah, and that's what I can relate to what he's talking about there.
Everybody in a hurry, I don't know where they going, but when they get there, oh, they gonna be sorry. The faster you try to get there, that career, that money, and you gonna figure it out that, man, it was the journey.
Yeah, the journey.
It was not the destination. You was in a hurry to get there, to come up, to be this, to be that. And when you get there, you gonna feel discouraged more than you did before you even started to get there.
Right.
Cause it was the journey, the people that you didn't stop to talk to like me at check-in. The people at the gas station. You was in a hurry to get there, but it was the journey. It was the gas station. It's checkers. It's the journey, not the destination. Because the destination is steadily evolving. Right. We always growing in wisdom and knowledge and understanding. It's always evolving. And we can never obtain it because it's steadily, constantly evolving. The more humble you be, then the more you can be fulfilled with the truth. But when you think you got it and you're on your way, then you're going to get less of it because can't nobody talk to you. You can't stop.
He up here speaking knowledge and spitting bars, because it's like if you act like you know everything, you're not going to listen to good advice. Even like he's saying with this guy sitting here to talk to him, if he act like he knew it all, he wouldn't even stop to talk to this guy and get his good advice that he giving him. So him acting like he don't know it all, actually learning something, that's what he's talking about. Like, don't act like you know everything, or humble yourself, and it'll take you farther than not being humble.
Yeah, and people are definitely more apt to help somebody who doesn't know it all and doesn't have all the answers.
Right.
Than there is somebody who thinks they have all the answers.
That's true.
You're in a hurry. It's a difficult thing, but you got it. I see the intensity. especially being with him. He ain't nothing to play with. Then he talking to me, and you seeing it, you like, wow. You already amazed at his skill and what your relationship, but he's showing you the journey.
Right.
That's very important, amen. He's showing you how to relate, connect to the people. I would say this. It's a man with pushing a basket. This man right here, they brilliant now. Don't look at the outside appearance. I've seen him in action. He was pushing a basket, and I was under the bridge, and I was talking to everybody except him. He was the last person I talked to. He said, "Why didn't you talk to me first?" He said, "I should have talked." He said, "Don't you ever pass by a man pushing a basket and don't acknowledge him. I never do it in my life again." I talk to the person pushing that basket. How's your day? How you doing? I talk to the homeless people because they said be careful how you entertain strangers.
And that's just made me think that the way he's thinking is actually right, and I like the way that he's thinking that talk to the person that don't have it the best first before you talk to the people that got it the best. And I think that's a dope way to look at it. I wasn't even looking at life from that perspective, but that's a dope perspective, and I'm glad that he brought that up, and I'm glad we watching it, and that's the reason why we watching it, so you could get gems like that.
Yeah, because a lot of times people think about all these mass shootings and all these bad situations.
Yeah.
But what occurred before that? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You never know. Maybe it's the person just needed a conversation or a sandwich. You don't never know.
Yeah.
And sometimes that good moment of interaction can prevent a lot of bad.
Yeah, that's why I be telling my people about, like, people that's, like, bad on drugs. They be surprised they could do this or that. And they be like, what do you think they was doing before they was on drugs? They was people who had jobs and normal stuff. And they had stuff going on and goals and ambitions just like you. They just got derailed along the way. But before that, they were actually on something. You can't really judge a person by looking at them. Was actually in their brain, what actually skills and experiences they really do have.
Right.
And most people that came off the street and they got their career together, they won't even let you know that they've been through it. They try to act brand new. It's a testimony. What you go through, it's for us to inspire somebody else.
Facts.
It's for me to pull the weak ones up. It's for you to pull the weak ones up. We don't go through this because of our own selfish reasons. We go through this to give them a testimony of how far God has brought me.
Right.
It was never about me. I thought about me. Why I'm going through this. He said, back up, man. Who you going to inspire? Who you going to tell somebody about the glory, the grace of God if you don't go through it?
Right.
Get out of yourself.
Right.
And once I step back, I be seeing the deep things of God. And so I don't play with him. I don't ask him for a lot. I just say, give me my portion for the day.
Right.
I don't want a lot of things. Just give me enough that I can deal with.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I give you, but fulfill your bond greater than you can ever ask. I know what you desire. I know what you need. But Lord, give me my portion where I can be grateful.
Right.
Where I can be thankful. They unthankful. They unholy. They ungrateful. They got a job. They don't want the job. They got 40 hours. You can't work on Saturdays. You can't work on Sundays. Now you got 3 days. They always complaining and griping and murmuring. Stop it. He said, be grateful with the little things.
Right.
And wait, and I'll put you there. But he gonna put us in a place where they appreciate me in the job. I don't hate going to work. I gotta watch my back. They backstabber. You making the money, but I can't go to that job because I gotta watch my back. They hate us. Put me somewhere where I love going to work. I can get up, and they appreciate my work, and I blend in. God say, I'm gonna put you there, but if you wanna get it, go ahead and get it.
Right.
What do you think about haters?
That's a part of the balance in life. They hate. They don't know why they hate.
Right.
Tell them why they hating sometimes.
Right.
They don't know they're hating. It's just standard thing.
He said they don't know they hating sometimes, and yo, tell them why they hating, because people that do be hating don't even have a clue on why they be hating. And I think that's crazy, a lot of stuff that he's bringing up. And I like also the parts that he was bringing up about, like, don't worry about the journey, or don't worry about what you're going through at that time, because it gets better. And that's how I'm really overly analyze when I'm going through bad stuff, because I always just realize it's just temporarily. So just make it through this, it's just temporarily. So don't overreact. Tomorrow the sun is still going to come up, so don't just look at the glass as half empty instead of half full, or half full so it's half empty.
It's half full, so, yeah, because like he keeps mentioning the journey and not taking in the journey for instance. Like, you just gotta appreciate it,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because people be moving too fast, and I think that is so powerful, and it's crazy to hear, because like you said, you don't know what his journey is.
Right.
You really don't. They never told us what he did prior to him being on this point in his life.
Facts.
Or telling this man about something, or opening his eyes up to looking at the world from a different perspective.
Right.
You just know that somewhere along his walk of life, he has some good morals instilled in him somewhere.
Right.
And they're coming out.
Definitely.
Thing. They get angry. He taught. Every way when he taught them, they hate. They don't even know why, because don't nobody teach them. Don't nobody take time to let them know why they doing things they doing.
Right.
And that's the whole purpose of life. Let them know what they doing wrong if you see it. I always knew I was doing wrong. What about when they showed me long suffering? What about when they forgave me, but I can't forgive him? He made a promise. I made a promise. I didn't fulfill it. Then they go off on me. Well, I got to go off on him because he didn't fulfill his commitment.
Right.
That's wrong. You got to teach. They don't know. The only God they know is through you, through your experience. They don't know about church because you can't go to church because it's a business. And all the church people, it's a clique, it's a club. And they done forgot about God, it's a business. Look at here. It's just the world. Ain't nobody being bold and talking about God because don't pray in school, take the prayer out of school, all these things. It's the world. We're getting in a time where God is not popular no more. And if you talk about it, I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in God. I believe in this. I don't care what you believe in. Let my spirit speak for me.
Right.
Let my action.
Right.
But it was a time when I was just a hearer and not a doer.
Right.
But it got to balance out. You got to go through the fire in order to be a doer too.
Right.
You're going to be a hearer, then you're going to be a doer.
Right.
But don't let people throw you.
And it's like, yo, you don't go straight to being a leader. Sometimes you gotta be led before you're a leader. And a lot of people just want to jump out to the end part of being a leader.
Yeah.
But you gotta be led first and then become a leader.
Yeah, because you don't have all the answers.
Right.
And nor when you get in the position do you have all the answers.
Yeah,
either. You just
forever
see things
figuring
from
it
a
out.
different. Yeah, the perspective always changes.
Yeah.
And it just opens your eyes to different ways of looking at life.
Right.
But you have to be open to that first, because that's
Yeah.
the only place we have where we ever gain room for growth.
Yeah, definitely.
You off your journey. You can't beat nothing. It's between your relationship with God. They can't understand you all the time because you're trying to figure out your way. I'm trying to figure out my way. I can't prove nothing to them all the time.
Right.
I don't need them to figure me out. All I gotta do is just be patient and do what was in my ability, my boundaries. I don't need to outstep my boundaries. I ain't gotta prove nothing to you. You didn't feel me? No, you gonna feel me. I can't put the expectation on you.
Right.
I don't always feel me, understand me.
Right.
So that's wrong.
Definitely.
Be humble.
That part.
Acknowledge him in all your ways. When I do wrong, I said something wrong to offend you, forgive me. I gotta say it right away, get it over with. If I offend somebody at work, look, if they persecute me, look at God trying to strengthen me to show them who I serve.
Right.
I say I believe, I'm working with it. Well, teach them. They don't know. They don't know why they doing that to me. Let your light shine among men. They might glorify your Father in heaven.
Right.
It's real, man. I experience it all the time, 24/7. But I asked for it. I wanted to be a preacher when I was 6, but I didn't know the price I had to pay.
Right.
Much wisdom, much grief, much sorrow. Ain't no other way you gonna get it.
You're not.
But if you can just go through the fire, you'll be like gold.
Facts.
The first thing they do when you go to a pawn shop and take what they do? How do they determine if it's gold plated or what? What they do? What kind of test they take it through? When you take the jewelry to the pawn shop,
A heat test.
how do they determine if it's real or fake? They put it through the acid test. They put the fire upon it. That's how we know if we're real or fake. We're gonna go through the fire. You're gonna have disagreement with each other, but it's okay.
Right.
You're gonna be friends.
Right.
But if you have a disagreement, it's just a different agreement. That don't mean you ain't gotta see him no more and talk to her
Right.
or talk to her or whatever. I want to go to work. I don't want to go to work because they stressing me out on the job.
Ain't
You
that
feel
the
me?
truth? Ain't that the truth?
They ain't receiving me with my full potential.
Right.
And I don't know why I don't want to go to work. I got to understand why.
Yeah.
Why I don't want the job, because something ain't right.
Yeah.
And I got to acknowledge it. I ain't going to sell my soul for the job. God said, I'm trying to put you over here, or I'm trying to let them know through you, let your light shine.
Right.
But I'm hating on them because they ain't feeling me. They don't understand me. Hey, man,
Crazy.
you got to teach them.
Gotta teach them.
You see how they flee?
Yeah.
They want $1, want a quarter.
Absolutely.
He could have got everything that he needed if he just would have been patient, but it's okay.
Right.
You recording this?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm telling the truth. It's all right. I thank God for you. Y'all a blessing to me. A true blessing. I ain't got nothing to hide. My burdens are heavy, but when I'm weak, he's strong through me. He speaks through me. The weaker I get, the more frustrated I get with my life, and I did this, I did that, then the more he speaks through me, the more he takes control of me. That's just where he wants you at. Get frustrated. That's when he gonna speak through you. But he gotta get you in that point where ain't nowhere else to go.
Right. Hit
But
rock
to
bottom.
him, he said, those that I love, I correct them. I chastise them.
Right.
When you go to jail, it's called the Department of Correction, Rehabilitation. But we get mad at the correction. He said, if I didn't love you, I would correct you.
Right.
He could have took our life. Amen?
Man.
He could take the life. But he corrected me. I just thank God for y'all. I see it in your eyes, but this was Solomon asked. Solomon was the wisest man that lived. He had everything that man could desire. But one thing God said, leave the foreign women alone. But he couldn't understand why he had a desire for the foreign women. But see, the Lord knew that they were going to turn his heart against him. They were going to make him idol worship and build a God. But he didn't understand it.
Wow.
And I'm going to say this, the preacher, he searched the world out. He said, I want to know the basis behind wisdom and knowledge and understanding and foolishness. See, you can't know wisdom and knowledge and should be a fool, but we don't want to be foolish. That's the only way you're going to get it. You got to be a fool first. How you going to know a fool when you see a fool? How you going to know foolishness if you haven't been foolish?
Right. It makes sense.
Foolishness, it comes with, it's painful.
Yeah.
Because we think we all of that.
Absolutely.
Right. Egos.
We got a lot of abilities. We can create. We can send man to the moon. We can be inventors, but we're limited. If I understand that I'm limited, then that's when God takes control and gives me the wisdom that I desire. Humility. Be humble. If you don't understand your purpose, ask God.
Right.
But ask him in sincerity. What's my purpose, God? Did you ever ask that question? What's my purpose? Why I'm here? What am I meant to do? But sometimes he can't tell us all at once. It might be too much.
Yeah. Right.
But be sincere. He's like,
It's TRE-TV. Let's get it. With this video, we will be
It's Lamar Wilson here, and I'm representing Ghetto Action News Network _, all lowercases.
no
You
spaces.
can find us on Facebook. Make sure you hit the like button when you do. I'm gonna get right into this. This was an interesting video. I had a
For sure.
street preacher, I would call him.
Yeah.
You know, just somebody who was speaking on his life experiences, and for whatever, in this moment, they made a human connection.
Right.
And you could just see it, and it happens, and we need more of that in society. It's a lot of crazy things that go on in life, but every so often, some things like this happen and make you just take a step back and just think about things a little bit differently.
Right.
How do you feel about this video?
I thought it was dope, and I definitely like the gems that he dropped, especially about don't never judge the messenger, because it could be somebody like him that's giving you a real good message that you would have passed up on just by being judgmental, and just let you know to be humble, because you never know. You could be up right now, tomorrow you could be in his situation, ask why for some checkers. So just let you know to stay on your grind and be humble. And when you're going through something, just know it's only temporary and you're being tested, because if you get through the fire, like he said, you'll come out on the other end of that as gold. So I thought that was dope how he got that across, and I just thought it was dope piece in general that somebody could definitely see and somebody could definitely use it for motivation. And until our next episode, it's your boy TRE-TV, and I'm out.